Attention moonwalkers, New York City made up for June 3rd because we are not watching that fake mockumentary, The Verdict on Netflix. We're going to make record histories by seeing the Michael Jackson biopic again. Hey, hey. It is a hot day from New York City. And then you really can't run a fan or AC. Well, I don't have AC because, I ain't got money. But wait, let me phrase that. I don't have money yet. But, and like low key, I can't stand AC anyway. But anyway, you can't run those things while you're doing a live. So I'm like, bruh, I'm not trying to shoot in these conditions. So live from my desk with no pants on and a shirt that's like probably 3 sizes too small. It's it's a double live with let me see where is it? It's a double live. We are shooting on Gadget Trish and we're shooting that on the I Love the Jackson YouTube channel. And there was a major delay because the Knicks, I didn't even see the whole game. I just saw the highlights. But the Knicks had some old Hail Mary moment from the Spurs. 106 to 10 lucky 7. 1 point. And if I'm not mistaken, if the Knicks wins on the 13th, which is Saturday, aka Michael Jackson Vindication Day, aka the beginning of Michael Jackson season, they won. So we'll see. But before we chat, I just want to appreciate everyone that came in way earlier than I did. Thank you for waiting. MJ biopic is still shattering box records. This is definitely Michael Jackson's mania right now. Woo woo. What's up, Tiff? What's up, Kelly? Right. What's up, Inez? Hello. Yes, it's definitely gonna be a short live because even though it was my fault for this house being so hot, almost all the windows are closed. I didn't realize that because I remember there was some kind of storm the other day and all my stuff was all over the place. So I closed the window and forgot to open the windows back. But I'm still freaking hot. Congratulations to, I say this with slight resentment, but congratulations to Mario being the first movie for 2026 to get to the 1 billion mark. I miss Jafar. True story. I miss seeing Jafar in New York because I went to go get a Super Mario brother popcorn bucket. Yoshi, please, show yourself to the crowd. Because you're the reason why I miss Jafar. Now, unbeknownst to me, no one said Trisha Jafar's here. They just said, Trisha, we going. Well, it was one person. But he was like, yo, we going to the MJ pop-up. You want to come? At the time, I looked really not industry appropriate. My normal work clothes, I call it school teacher. School teacher is the best way. Either a school teacher or a homeless person who gave up on their whole life. There's no medium. The only time I look good is when I'm doing a style by the screen or if I'm doing like a corporate media meeting with my actual company, right? Which those are very rare. My company's big on Zooms, right? Point is, we are not Jafar ready. So at the time, I had this big old bucket, big old Hulken bag. Hulken bags are tall. I said the minute they see that bag, they are not going to let me in. Again, I didn't know Jafar was there. Now, if the person just said, Trisha, Jafar's here, I would have grabbed me some new clothes. I would have left the bucket somewhere locked up at work because at the time we had a really decent place to lock up stuff like that. And I would have came, but they were just like, "Oh, we're gonna." Da. So even though I'd rather have seen Jafar than get the bucket, or just whatever. Um, Congratulations! I say all that. Congratulations to the Super Mario movie for making 1 billion, but come on, man. Moonwalkers. Michael Jackson has to be the second. Someone said something really crazy. I won't say who, but someone said to YouTuber, of course, that's why I'm not gonna say the name, because I ain't trying to start no fight, no beef. They were like, I forgot what movie they mentioned that's going to be the next $1 billion movie. I think they said Spider-Man or something. And I said, how is Spider-Man the next $1 billion movie for 2026 when that comes out July 31st or something? Like they were implying that Michael Jackson is not going to make it to $1 billion. And we have to prove them wrong. We do have obstacles though. We're going to talk about that in a second. But right, Jenny? Right? That's got to be our Hail Mary. That's going to be our 106 versus 107 Knicks versus Spurs moment where it's like, okay, the Knicks lost. And they were like, no. So, Japan is one of the factors. And of course, we're still a factor, whether you're in the US, overseas, wherever you are. Keep going to the movies. If you're an A-lister like me, you're only paying less than the price of one ticket every month, right? Just go to keep the seats full, right? Because you still have to have a certain amount of attendees in those spaces so that the movie theater knows, okay, oh, there's still people coming. So I think the lowest I've ever gone to an MJ biopic screening was 7 people. And that was like maybe 2 weeks ago. So it's just like, hey, A-lister, even if you're like, oh, I've seen it 20 times, you know what? Then go inside and take a nap. Just go inside and take a nap. Like, I don't know what to tell you. We got work to do for Michael Jackson. You got me working day and night. Right? 1 billion for MJ. That's actually a cool. If that is not a hashtag, it needs to be right now. What will not happen? We'll make it. Japan, help us. Yes. We still have Russia too. Yeah, absolutely. Russia had like one of the epic airings thus far. I hope that the biopic can make. Yeah, so do I. I'm doing the best that I can. I did take some time off for personal reasons. We're not going to trauma dump for this live, but when I came back swinging. I feel like I live at the movie theaters. I might have to cancel tomorrow. I won't cancel Michael, but I will do a double feature tomorrow. We'll see. So the question for this week is, what movies did you see this week? It could be movies from home, movies in the theater. I mean, preferably the movies. If you are, the movie going crew, shout out to you. But home counts too. I mean, life is busy. Life is super busy, and the only reason why I get to go to the movies as much as I do is New York has so many movie theaters, and they're so accessible. Like, maybe one day I will show you how accessible they are. Like, I remember, we'll talk about that in a second for the movie merch part. But sometimes it's like one's right across the street from each other. It's just like, I love New York. A lot of access. And so it's like, oh, if I'm getting off of work, jump on the train. I'm in the movies in 5 minutes. When you guys go to the movie theaters and you're living outside of a place that doesn't have a subway or has theaters in your area, it might take you 30 minutes to an hour just in commute time. And I get that. Like, but in my case, I'm always around these things. So it's just like I used to actually have one in my neighborhood. Oh my gosh, I was going to share a story, but you know what? I'm not trying to get people's in trouble. But I had a beautiful memory seeing a movie theater in my neighborhood. I'll leave that there. The Scary Movie was cool. Shout out to the Wayans brothers. I watched Marty Supreme. Okay, I like that one on HBO Max. It was lame to me. Not sure why it was nominated so many times for awards. That is a great question. I think, Tiffany, that I think his name is Timothy Charlemagne or Timothy. Well, I'm just gonna call him Timothy. He really got recognized for his acting ability. I mean, I actually liked the movie and the story, but I think like his acting was what got all the attention. Um, but she's in Team Lame for Marty Supreme, and we'll we'll respect that feedback. I watched Michael Jackson Ghost on YouTube this week. That's awesome. Guys, you will not believe it. I'm looking at my cinema program. They're bringing the biopic back to Dolby this weekend. I'm actually went nuts when I found out because on Sunday, okay, you know what? I'll definitely change. Well, actually, I did cancel. So I'm supposed to see Michael Jackson biopic tomorrow for the whole thing of the Japan launch. But I might go the 13th uh, for the kickoff of MJ season. So if I can get an Adobe, but I initially had tickets for the 13th and then I could cancel it. I was like, nah. Again, time is the issue. I also watched the Earth, Wind, and Fire documentary directed by Questlove, and it was so good. That actually sounds good. I loved their music. It was part of my childhood, and of course, it's part of our TikTok soundtrack. So I might check that out. Anybody else want to share what they saw this week? Because I did see something that one of you guys mentioned, but I didn't like it so much. But at least I'll explain why. But yeah. All right, so I'm gonna start with the first movie I saw. And it's called Masters of the Universe. When I was a little girl, there's four because there's four kids in total from my parents, but most of the stories will always involve three children. One's for a bad reason, but for now, my youngest brother, who was born in the very late 80s, he doesn't exist yet. So, He-Man comes out in the mid 80s. So the way my parents did it back then, we had one TV to share. And what happened was my brother always wanted to see things like Marvel and DC, and of course He-Man. Me, being me, I want to see the Smurfs, I want to see the Snorkels, whatever's girly, that's what I wanted to watch. And then my sister, being the tomboy, and she just always would go against the grain just because she could. She would go, JR, you want to see Masters of the Universe? She goes, I want to see it too. So I will always get outvoted. This is why I am so much part of nerd culture, because of the siblings doing this weird stuff to me. So point blank. So I didn't like Masters of the Universe that much until like maybe later on. But I do remember this one part. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power. That's the only freaking thing I remember. I vaguely remember Battle Cat. Of course, I remember Skeletor. Like, who's gonna forget him? And Evelyn. But I don't remember any like nothing deep at all. Not one episode, nothing. Just the freaking sword, the power sword, and the freaking talking cat. That's all I got for you. So I said, let me check out the freaking movie. Honestly, I loved it. And then when I get back home, days later, I'm on YouTube. They're telling, John Campea is like, oh, it's a flop. It only made, I think it only made 29 million. All this, nobody watched it, this, that, and the third. Listen, y'all, if you liked He-Man, hi, Gen X and millennials, and mean culture of He-Man. Listen, you might like it. I was cracking up, bro. There was some things that I loved, and some things I was like, some of the jokes were smidget racy if you're trying to get a new, younger demographic, but unfortunately, all of our cartoons was inappropriate. We were just probably too young to understand. But the point is, it wasn't horrible. I wasn't like, oh my God, this is horrible. But some of the jokes were a little But I think it's worth seeing. So if you have nothing to do, go check out He-Man. I liked it. Hey, what's up? What about baby? Baby boy, I'm losing my voice. I'm just coming out of a cold, but what's up? Well, we're just catching up on what did you watch for your movie week. If you have anything that you saw for your movie week, whether at home or in the movie theaters, please let us know. I'm just going over Masters of the Universe. So, yeah. And then I saw a scary movie. Now, this is one time I felt like, am I not black enough? Am I not getting it? I was offended by this one scene, the sinner scene. I'll just leave that there. I was like, this is so inappropriate, and I'm not even like I remember that moment I officially checked out. Then the movie's only 1 hour and 36 minutes. I saw the movie started at 7:00. I was well rested, and I'm like, okay, this should be good. I can handle this. Nope. I fell asleep. I was like low key bored. And so, I mean, there was some funny parts, and maybe I'll give it a second chance. Maybe I'll catch a matinee because just to make sure I'm not tired. But I was like, and then everybody was like, "Scary Movie was so funny." Ha! Ah. I didn't like the Doofus character, and then I didn't get a lot of so I saw Scary Movies 1 a while back, and then I don't know when they had the Michael Jackson joke that was inappropriate, but whatever scary movie that was, that's when I checked out. I'm like, that is not funny. And so the Wayne brothers, I think Marlon, one of the Waynes had pretty much said, no way, we love the Jacksons, no way we would disrespect them, this, that, and the third. That's for 2026. But I just felt like the damage was done way back then. So I don't even know what happened after 1 or 2. It's so long ago, I don't even care at this point. So then there was certain cast members I didn't get, and certain jokes. I just felt like everything was an inside joke that I just didn't get. Like He-Man, there were moments of quote unquote inside jokes for those who remember the cartoons or saw the reruns on YouTube or something. But at least I still laughed. This felt like, dang, I don't get it. So then yeah, one of my coworkers, I was like, well, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm too sensitive. Maybe I'm not black enough. I don't know. I didn't really care for it, but it made a lot of money. I'm sure it's gonna keep on making money. And like I said, if I get time to kill, I'll rewatch it so I can have a better review. Because I'm like, if I fell asleep for at least a third of it, like, is it a fair review? No, but at least I can tell you that Sinner's scene was not funny, like, to me at all. But sensitive to exiting the building. So those are my thoughts on Scary Movie. June 3rd, I was in a hospital bed and watching every MJ performance I could find on YouTube. Oh my gosh, I hope you're okay. Those hospital visits are the worst. You just want to go home. You don't know why your body's betraying you. And then sometimes the doctor doesn't even know why your body's betraying you. But I hope you're getting better, and I hope you're out. So, the Waynes weren't a part of the series when the MJ. Yeah, I did hear that from the Brandon TikTok, but it's like when you are like in the world of a normie, which is most of us, you don't have time to figure out like what's what. And I feel like the minute you come from Michael Jackson, I just do these really quiet protests and I just don't support your stuff. And that's the end of it. But, Brandon, I think Brandon Talk was the main reason why I gave it a second chance. Then it was a Jackson family related joke, but then it was like, oh, but now you're coming for another Jackson? I don't know. Again, am I being sensitive? Yes, but that's what I'm here for. I haven't watched a single scary movie except a few scenes. When I saw it a long time ago, I just thought it was so funny. But I think I'm just like my media consumption is really different from now to then. So I don't think I would ever get it the way that I used to. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I got a chance to watch the Michael movie on the third. Oh, on the third, I also ordered KFC and orange juice. Serena, the orange juice thing I've heard several people mention. Where is that reference coming from? Like, I do remember seeing a clip on YouTube once where MJ's on stage and he's drinking orange juice, but I need a little bit more context, especially with MJ season. I want to have my KFC, in my case, my fried vegan fried mushrooms and orange juice, I watched the one I've watched the one MJ scene a long time ago, and as soon as I decided to to F off scary movie no matter how funny they are. Right? I'm like, mm-mm. Like, I mean, if it's done in taste, ha ha ha. But and like I said, I don't even think I'm invested enough to even want to go back to what I missed. So like I said, I might see the movie again, but no rush. It'll probably be a month from now. Because summer movie wise, there's not much on my list. Let's see, summer movies. I might see Disclosure Day, which comes out tomorrow. Well, actually, technically, it comes out today. There's an early screening today, but I didn't go. Spider-Man, I think I'm super excited about. Odyssey, I'm not excited, but New Yorkers are going nuts. Were y'all around when the AMC freaking app crashed? And then like you couldn't get any tickets. So then I had to go to the movie theater in person to order tickets. It was a hot mess. So I was trying to get tickets for The Mandalorian. And then I was like, the Odyssey is causing this. And then in New York, there's 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. showings. So then I was going to go to that. And then I'm like, why are you doing that? You know you're going to fall asleep. Like, make it make sense. Like, I've learned the hard way, if a movie starts past 10 p.m. for me, I'm probably going to go sleep. Like, that's like my bedtime. Like, even though I'm live right now past 10 o'clock. But no. Mm-mm. I will see the Odyssey whenever. Do I want to see it at Lincoln Square? Sure. But if I can't see it Lincoln Square in a decent seat, I'm sure I'll figure out how to see it. I don't even know what the freaking hype's about. Everyone's acting like this is like the movie of the summer. Can someone tell me what the hype is about Odyssey? And then I have like one of those really like polished moviegoers at my job. And when I see them next, I'm gonna ask them what is the big deal about Odyssey? I don't get it. And then getting back to the summer lineup, I might see a Disney one, Moana. I think it's in live action, but I'm not excited to see it. I've never even seen the cartoons, but I was just like, yeah, whatever. I'm an A-lister. Miles get my freaking money's worth. And of course, MJ the biopic for the umpteenth time. But I think this summer, I will probably not be in the theaters as much as I was last year. Last year, I was in the theaters a lot. And at the time, I wasn't an A-lister and I was paying all this money to see movies. This year, it sucks. I got this A-lister thing now. I can see up to 16 movies for like $30. And I really don't want to see anything. Like at all. Except for Spider-Man. What? And then I'm going to probably go with my nephew. We're going to see that in 4DX. 4DX ain't free. So I was like, what are we talking about? I don't know. Maybe this summer I could focus on decluttering my space, making it like the ultimate moviegoer's dream. I don't know. When I saw the Michael biopic for the first time, which was 10 p.m., I decided to rest so I would not be tired. Unfortunately, I never get that luxury. I go to work 5 to 6 days a week. If you include social media, I work 7 days a week, but I'm just talking about my 9 to 5. And that's not a 9 to 5. And then like I don't really rest properly, which I'm working on, but my schedule's so crazy with social media, my job. Now I'm also doing a collaboration with Alkaline Eclectic. As a matter of fact, I have to do something tonight before I go to bed. And it's just a lot. Now, I will say this, though, because of the Alkaline Eclectic products, and I'm not getting paid to say this, I think that there's some of the reason why I can do so much. I have so much energy, but still, I don't have downtime. I need to work on that. Like, I need more balance. I'm protesting the live action. Oh, you are? The animated version just came out, and Disney can't be this. Wait, I think is it Unhinged? Uninspired to put a live action version. Yeah, I never seen the animated at all. And I mean, I have Disney Plus, but going back to what I said earlier, I just don't have time. So, I don't know. Thank you. These are from Amazon. Whoop whoop. Can't wait to see the sequel to Michael. Oh, heck yeah, the Michael movie. Hell yeah. Thank you. Oh my God, y'all made me want to cancel my tickets. Well, I may not see that. Y'all is like, no, that's a no. What's up, Georgie Judge? Judge of the jungle. All right, merch alert. Now this is gonna be a hard segment. Let me move my cup just in case I spill it on my computer. It's a lot of stuff to talk about. All right. What was the day? There was a day last week. I can't remember the exact day. What set me off? I think they were giving something out for free. That's all I remember. What an awesome day. That's what I'm going to say to that. So I'm just going to go in the order of what I got. Now, this might be the last merch I get for the year because I need to pay my bills.com and stop messing around before they turn off my lights. Wish I was kidding. So this is so hard to get in pictures. But this is a freaking cup. This is the He-Man or the Masters of the Universe Power Sword. Now, I got this by luck. We did a Michael Jackson meetup for the biopic on June 3rd. And as I was getting ready to set up, I saw this guy dressed like He-Man, and he had this sword in his hand. I said, is that sword still here? He said, yes. Because initially, now I'm going to be honest, June 3rd, I was supposed to go see Masters of the Universe, right? But then I was like, oh no, let me just stand with Michael. So I canceled it. But I forgot that He-Man was coming out that day. It was like an early fan thing. So then, this is the top. Oh, it still smells like the salsa I had in here. I thought I cleaned this. But anyway, look at the freaking straw, bro. It holds about 40 ounces. This, I can't explain this. I felt like a little kid, and I'm walking around freaking Manhattan, putting the freaking sword in the air by the power of Grayskull. acting like a 12-year-old. I am sure people were judging me. I do not care. I do not care. Whatever heals your inner child, let it heal. And then, like, if you don't want to keep it together, you can take it apart. Actually, they sell it apart. It's still big apart. I can't find one bag that can carry this. Not even that Trader Joe's huge bag, tote bag. And then they had the straw separate, but they could have easily just put it in the top. But who cares? I got one of the hardest things to get. And during the Michael Jackson biopic meetup, I kept dropping this sword. So in the movie theater, all you hear is I was like, I don't care. I'm not letting this go. All right, so that's one item. And I mean, I had some crazy cups. Like, this is definitely one of my second craziest. This one I got lucky. So I got this on National Popcorn Day, which is January 19th at Regal for $7.50. It was some weird BOGO sale. And I'm like, I don't know how this $50, I think it's like a $50 cup. I got it for $7.50. So yeah, even though this is a cool cup, that Power Sword is a whole lot cooler. And yes, I was drinking out of that cup in the movie theater, but like there's no place to really put that. So I wouldn't suggest bringing that to the movie theater. There's no way to hold that. So the same day that we went to the Michael Jackson meetup, I saw this. The prettiest bucket I have ever seen in my life. And I wanted this the first time I saw The Mandalorian back on the premiere week, but the girl that was helping me kind of talked me out of it. So then I ended up getting the pram one, which is cute. It was cute, but this is fire. Like fire. So I was like, I'm going back for this one. Like, I low-key have shopper's remorse. I should have just got this one. And then, so we're not done. I go across so wait, what? So if I remember the story, yeah. So the day that I went to the movie theater last week, they were giving away free posters if you saw He-Man and Dobby, I think. So it was kind of like late afternoon, so I couldn't really stay because I had to go to work. So I just went on a quick break, jumped on the train, grabbed the free poster, saw the movie for a little while, and then I was like, oh, this looks really good. I'll be back. And I booked a ticket over the weekend. This is where the story gets really cool. So then I go across the street. I said, let me go to Regal. Now, Regal, no. So then when I was in AMC, they gave me no, they didn't give me this. Somebody left this behind because you only got this poster if you booked a ticket to see Scary Movie. And I was like, oh, that's what's up. Someone left it right there. I took it. Thank you. Let me just put this right here. Gosh. When I said we ran out of space, so now I said, let me just go across the street to Regal and see if they have anything. Look at this freaking He-Man popcorn bucket. This I got for free because I have like $100 in Regal gift card still. Oh my God. And then when you change it, it's Skeletor, and then it's He-Man. When I said this activated my inner child to a point where I felt like I was healed from everything. And the popcorn was popping that day. Like Regal did that. And then look, they for free. Now this is where I inject my Debbie Downer moment. But so the day that they were giving out these free ears was the day of my uncle's funeral. So I was not going to diss my uncle to get the free ears. So weeks later, I'm minding my own business to see if Regal had any posters, and then they had the ears. So then when I went back to work, I had the ears on. And when I said I was like one of the happiest adult children on the planet, because it's coming to show if something is meant for you, it will find you. So was I able to get it the day of the premiere of Grogu? No. I had to take care of my uncle and say goodbye. But weeks later, and it was like a bunch of them. It had to be at least 10 ears in a bucket. And I was going to take 2, but I'm like, don't do that, Trisha. Let someone else get the airs just in case they had a sad random story why they couldn't come the premiere day. And I will. These are actually better than the ones that I paid for. So the ones that I paid for, I'm just going to like leave them at the movie theater and let someone else have them. I love these way more. I would wear this with a Baby Yoda couture outfit. I'm not even being funny. I think these are so fire. And then, is that it? Oh, no, we're not done. So then Monday was Mando Monday, and they gave us free posters. Oh my gosh. So that was my 3rd time seeing The Mandalorian. I had a cute outfit. It was like this Knicks inspired Disney fit. So cute. So, and it's funny, like it was subtle. It had like Mickey Mouse diamond, well, not diamond, sparkling jewelry around it. And then like it had Mickey Mouse lining. But of course, since the Knicks were playing that day, everybody just saw the Knicks, they were like, oh, nice outfit. And then of course some people were just like, nice outfit. But that was not my original Mandalorian fit. Actually, my original one matches these ears, but things happen. And then we're not done. Because this is probably going to be my last haul, just so I can let my money rest. Have y'all seen this? Have y'all seen this KFC bucket that should have been for Michael freaking Jackson? Now I get it. They probably didn't want to do a Michael Jackson collab. Oh my gosh, black man fried chicken stereotype, yada, yada, yada. But, so this is really a KFC collaboration with Supergirl. Now, if you guys are not familiar, this dog that's coming out is Krypto. And Krypto we saw for the first time on the big screen with Superman last year. Hold on. I do have a Krypto bucket that I got last year. Again, for like $7. Oh, hold on. I gotta find a way to expand this desk. So this was the Krypto from last year. Now, granted, I think the original price for this was $50. Honestly, now that I have this one, maybe I should have like a random, maybe have a meetup when Supergirl comes out, and then whoever sees me first can get this bucket for free. If anyone's down to get this bucket for free, let me know. I gotta look at my ticket. I do have a Supergirl ticket. Because I was just like, now that I have this, I don't need this one. I don't know. I don't know. And I think that's it. But I got everything that I wanted for 2026. I don't think I'm going to get a Spider-Man popcorn bucket. I already have one. And I'm sure the people that love to just seduce people like me, they're going to come out with some fire popcorn bucket. I do not care. Like, I already have a Spider-Man one. And then I don't think I'm going to get one for Doomsday. That's a winter release movie. Yeah, like offhand, I can't think of anything else I would want. I say this now like as I'm lying to myself. Yeah. So that was a huge thing of merch. That was fun. So that was the merch alert. I would highly recommend getting the KFC one, because I'm not sure if you guys saw my short or TikTok earlier today, because I just put it up a couple of hours ago. But let's say you have a Michael Jackson party. I wish I had demonstrations, because I was going through all my footage from like when I went to California and stuff. And I remember back in 2014, we went to Neverland and we had fried chicken. And at the time I wasn't vegan. And so I remember David, rest in peace, David. He was like, I think he had like 2 pieces of chicken, right? And at the time, I was serious about my chicken. So I was like, Dave, like, make sure like everyone gets a piece. Like, and I think I paid for the chicken or paid for some of it. So I was like, I don't mind sharing, but just make sure everyone gets a piece. And that's the only reason why I remember there was KFC, because I was like, dude, Like, rest in peace, David. Make sure we all got a piece. So, like, hilarious. But that is an MJ reference. You'll hear stories from time to time about how MJ really loved KFC. I think it might have even been on his writer. So again, I remember asked Serena, like, oh, can you point to like the exact orange juice point a reference? I know orange juice is a reference. I need like a concrete KFC thing, like, yeah. But I'm almost sure both are 100% right. It's all cool. It's all cool, but I absolutely don't care about all these extra popcorn buckets. Listen, most people don't. My first popcorn bucket started in 2012, I believe. It was a Michael Jackson in like Circus Soleil popcorn bucket. And then I didn't get a bucket for many years later. And then someone gave me Dune. And I don't know what activated in my spirit, but then I started getting a bunch. Now I'm at the point where it's just like there's no place to really put it. Um the little like posters, yes. Absolutely. Yes. But like buckets, we're mm-mm. There's not much space left. KFC must hate money for not collaborating with Michael. The only reason I think it may not, so there's two reasons, right? Because these things are done very much ahead of time. Maybe they didn't want to work with, Supergirl and Michael, or maybe they just didn't want Lionsgate / the Michael Jackson estate did not want to collaborate with Michael being a black man and the stereotype that black people always eat chicken and watermelon. It's a stupid thing. I'm not saying that's the reason, but that may have been the reason. So you never know. Part two's coming out. Um, they might do collaboration then. But Supergirl, not only they have the popcorn bucket, it's at KFC. It's not in the movie theater, by the way. $30, I believe. But they actually have Supergirl like drinks and sauces and all this other stuff. So clearly, when we see Supergirl this summer, there's going to be a KFC reference. I'm sure Crypto the dog has something to do with it, because if you look at the top of the bucket, it looks like Crypto is breaking through the top of the bucket. Honestly, this bucket is cute as hell. But I'll be showing this part. I'll be putting my vegan chicken on the top, my salads in the bottom, because when we have MJ parties and gatherings, I always got to bring my own chicken. Like, there are several places I like vegan chicken at, so I could buy it or make it. But the point is, I always want to be part of the festivities without compromising my lifestyle. Um, I took a food alkaline test with Alkaline Eclectic, and it showed that I'm very sensitive to chicken feathers, most fishes, actually most meat. She said I had the highest meat food sensitivity she's ever seen. So it's funny, I went vegan for health reasons, specifically because I had high cholesterol, and that was one way to get it down naturally, and it worked. But it so happens it doesn't quite agree with me. So not surprised. That's all. I'm not surprised by any of my food sensitivity results. June 3rd, I saw the MJ doc. That's what's up, Georgie. MJ had great food taste. Yes. For the Michael part 2, when it comes out, I would love to see more of the business side of Michael. Yes. It's possible the KFC in the present didn't know what Michael liked. Wait. It's possible that KFC in the present didn't know that Michael liked them so much. That's a possibility too. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think because of Michael Jackson's success for part 1, maybe we might see a popcorn bucket for part 2. And if they have a Michael Jackson collab popcorn bucket with Michael on it, or I don't know. Like I said, there's a thin line of a stereotype and a love for food. I don't know. Comment below. It's a thin line. I'm not sure if they're gonna go there. I want a MJ birthday party this year. Go for it, George. I know Honey had one. Well, actually, Honey had a Jackson family birthday party years ago. That was super, super fun. And then she had another one. And no, Honey had at least 2. And it's super fun. I mean, it's just super fun because, Honey has some MJ friends. And so we always turn up. Like, and it's not a lot of us, but if you got like 4 or 5 MJ friends at a party that's willing to get off the couch, have a little fun, it gets fun fast. So other things to look out in merch alert is actually Michael related. There is a Michael Jackson collector's edition for a book. I believe it's still case. It's on the Lionsgate's website, I believe, for the Michael Jackson biopic. If you guys are interested in having a collectible Michael's thing, hopefully they'll do something like this on Amazon too. I haven't decided if I'm going to get it, but it's retailing for about $39. Original price $49, but I think if you pre-sell it, you can save $10. Also available in merch, even though it's not physical, it's digital, is the Michael Jackson biopic. I already purchased mine. To rent it was $19.99. For $5 more, you get some extras. Somebody mentioned that the extras are not in digital form, and you're right. When you go into the Amazon Prime app, it's going to be part of the app, but not downloaded on your phone. So you're going to have to like keep scrolling. I meant to put that in the slide, but I forgot. Maybe I'll remember for the next live. And that brings us to some of the challenges the digital release has presented. I'm not sure why they released it so early. I would have waited at least until Japan had it in the theaters for a week or 2, but I don't know how these things work, so I'm not going to criticize, but it did cause an interesting it's an interesting strategy, and I guess somebody would have to explain to me the why. So my question to you guys is, did the Michael Jackson biopic make a 900 million or not? When I went on the internet, like maybe 3 hours ago, it was saying 888. Then I went into 2 different AI softwares and it was saying the same thing. And then I asked, is this the latest? But then everyone's like, no, it's 900 million. So I don't know if we're at 888 or 900, but we're still close. So yes, it did pass 900. That's so weird. The actual, and either, listen, the internet is interneting, which means something's being weird, and I'm sure it's being done on purpose. 900 and well, I'm just gonna say 900 is the current worldwide. That's excellent. Thank you so much. I wish there was an option where you could just follow people from like the comments. Love your name. So some of the things that we have to keep in mind is, one, at least from a New Yorker's perspective, the theaters and the attendance is getting a lot less. The last time I saw the Michael Jackson biopic, which was this past Tuesday, I saw it in Brooklyn at the Alamo. The theater was pretty foolish, but the Alamo is actually a very small venue. It could be no more than 40, 50 people in there. So it definitely wasn't empty. But when I tried to book tickets to see it at the Alamo again, there was barely any showings. It might change. I noticed with movies, it changes every couple of days. So I'm hoping tomorrow the Alamo will add it again. The only reason why I want to go back to the Alamo is there's a special 30-minute pre-show, and it's all this really cool vintage Michael Jackson related stuff for 30 minutes. Every time I go, I only see the last 10 minutes of it. Tuesdays only $9. And so I was like, and it's a whole different experience. The only downfall with the Alamo, like the food is comparable to a normal movie theater, but the whole big thing is you order the food and they serve it to you. It's known for good beers and drinks and that whatever. So usually I get like a vegan burger, french fries, and these chocolate chip cookies. With the tip, it's like $38. So even though the movie's 9, I'm always spending $50 when I go there. Next time I'm just showing up. Like I'm showing up and I'm sneaking in some healthy food. I'm like, dang, $50. And I mean you don't have to tip because I think I paid like $16 in tips between the two things. But I think you should tip. It's just my opinion. Sorry guys, I'm still sick. Ugh. So when Japan gets the movie, right? Hopefully that will push us to that 1 billion mark. But again, New Yorkers, if you could help it, if like I said, if you're an A-lister, just sign up. Keep the theaters looking full, you know, embrace the other MJ Moonwalkers that haven't seen it yet. Like I said, I will definitely see it tomorrow. I just don't know about for Saturday. And then hopefully see it next week. I want to see it like 2 more times next week. And yes, I do own it on digital, but it's nothing like the big screen, nothing like the freaking sound. I'm sorry. I like the whole setup. Thank you. Thank you. I'm feeling much better. I took soursop tea, but honestly, I should have spit out what just happened, but there's no trash around me right now. What's your question? So these are TikTok trends you might want to check out if you are trying to keep the biopic in the algorithm. So one of the trends is dun 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 aholic. So a lot of people have been making shorts with that dun 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 from the movie. Then people are posting, hey, even though I purchased the digital, yes, I'm still going to the theater too, but Netflix, hope your viewers drop faster than your stock did. So if you got it digital, show your receipt. Of course, don't have your personal information, and let people know you are still going to see the movie. Whether you're going to see it at home, well, try to go to the movies. Like, just let people know I'm still going to pay for it. Oh, you got luckier than me. So a long time ago, I did a review on these Brookstone headphones, super freaking cute. Mine broke. Mine broke. What I would suggest is if there is a way to get a manufacturer's warranty to be activated, go through it that way. But mine broke, and honestly, I should took my own advice. I didn't even see if there was a manufacturer thing I could have activated. But I am known for breaking headphones very easily. I'm going to have a video about that. I think I have like 40, 50 headphones broken right now. I got these new ones about 7 months ago. These are actually good. Hold on. Oh, these are Bose headphones. That's why. During Black Friday or Christmas or something, they went half off, and that's how I got these. But the question is, will they be here a year from now? Who knows? Digital streaming released about 4 days after the movie premieres. Physical media is always much longer. July for Michael Physical Media. Okay. Thank you for that update. But I don't remember Project Hail Mary being 45 days. I don't know. I mean, at least that explains the why. So thank you for explaining that. But I just felt like they should at least pushed it to like be after the Japan premiere. I don't know. It opened in Japan today. Oh, that's right. That's right. It's almost a day ahead. Yeah. You're right. Yes, you are so right. Hello, Baba Boo Boo. Where are we going? Can I? Oh, I'm almost over. Hopefully next time. I'm going to do another live, but it'll be more like relaxed. So for sure, because I also have to have Jay back, because the place I got them all the while back at the store closed, it it tuned into a new different store. Still see if there's the manufacturer's thick card in there, because Brookstone, when the store existed, you could have just dropped it back off. But I know for most things that I have, and I think that's why I never bother, you have to mail it off and blah 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 blah. And I really should stop doing that, because that's like wasting money. But yeah, my headphones broke, I think within a year. Hot mess. Everyone subbed and liked the live. Thanks, Georgie. It was great to see Prince Jackson being interviewed. I don't know if I saw that interview, but it was just nice seeing Prince on the red carpet. I don't have any Japan premiere pictures. Um, I thought I screenshot stuff in real time, but when I went through my iPad today, nothing was there. So I said, well, it is what it is. um, oh, no problem. So another trend you might want to try. Let me see if I can blow this up a little bit on my side. Oh, it's going back to you having the Michael Jackson at home. If you want to make videos, this guy actually synced up a scene from the movie perfectly. So if you want to just show, hey, I got the movie at home, blah 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 blah. Again, it's an algorithm, lets people know, okay, you don't want to see it in theaters, not a problem. It's now at home. So all my friends at work who hasn't seen the movie, I told them, hey, you can see it at home now. Because if you haven't seen it in the theater yet, you probably don't have the time to do it. So maybe the home route's the only way to go about. Now, this trend I started myself, but it's kind of inspired by the whole Twister thing. So it's tell me you watched the MJ biopic without telling me you watched it. So I did two posts on it. It was the reference of the strawberry ice cream. And so young Michael, I showed my vegan strawberry ice cream, and then I cut to the part where he's talking to his stage mom. And then later on, I did the one with Jafar, but I actually went to the supermarket and found strawberry Breyers ice cream, because Jafar is actually holding the Breyers ice cream. Now, for vegans, I did do some homework. I only found strawberry ice cream with the Oakley brand, and I think So Delicious. Um, Breyers does have two flavors that are vegan or lactose like friendly. Non-dairy, it's vanilla and I believe chocolate. So no, if you want a strawberry experience slash Breyers, no. But I did like the Oakley one a lot. I did not try the So Delicious, but So Delicious is known to have really good vegan ice cream. But I wasn't paying $8 for it. No way. Did you see Prince in the biopic? Yes, I did. Do you think they're going to show the 19? I absolutely think so, for sure. Bucharest Jam. I don't know about specifically that part, but some part of it, yeah. I hope they show the freaking Super Bowl as well. Since he changed the whole format of the Super Bowl. That's very iconic what Michael did. I think so, for sure. Much respect, Trish, and your dedication, hard work. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to God. And I'm going to give a shout out to the Alkaline Eclectic. Again, they're not paying me to say this, but sometimes it's what you consume that also could help you like have good energy. So here's a small Netflix update, even though somebody had mentioned it. There has been some backlash and their stocks has dropped. Shocker. And I mean, like, one thing I've learned in being in the MJ community, do we moonwalk? Do we wear sparkly gloves? Do we wear sunflowers? Do we eat KFC chicken? Sure. But we're also activists because, like, for some reason, they just love coming for Michael, like to the point where it's offensive. And especially with the EpiPen files, we don't want to hear it anymore. Like, we legitimately don't want to hear it. Like, I have come to the conclusion, like, everything is freaking fake. Everything's a facade. You don't know who the enemy is or the ops. You don't know what's real, what's fake. I feel like we're in some matrix for real, for real. And you don't know, like, who's good, who's bad. Like, everything to me is like in the category of fake. Almost everything. And so this is where discernment comes in. This is where God leading you and guiding you is all you have. This is your only defense. So it's just like, yeah, the fans are fighting, rah, 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 protest, protest. But at the end of the day, like, we don't know what's behind this. Like, the timing suspicious. Everything about this is just crazy. And I don't mean in a good way. And so, yeah, the fans are going to fight. They're going to stand up for Michael. But at the end of the day, I'll leave that alone. I hope I can read my energy to just be quiet. I really want to see the Daniels Tour entrance from Jam Bucharest 1992. It shows MJ's unreal power. I like your shirt. Thank you. This shirt, I went to a fan meetup. Oh my God, this is a long time ago. I went to a fan meetup. I'm going to say 2012-ish. Melanie Freeman got Saia Garrett to come down on her birthday or near her birthday. I think it was her birthday though. Just talk to the fans. I think the first time Saia ever did this. And somebody was selling these shirts. Granted, I never got small enough to fit it. This is more like a crop. No, well, it's not a crop top on me, but we could lose some weight. But I can fit it enough to wear it, but it is tight as hell. But I wore this in memory of Melanie. We're going to talk about Melanie in a second. People like Melanie, MJ Fangirl, Amada, Shelly Block, Amy, Gaston. There's so many people that have made the whole New York community so special. I don't think if these people did not exist, I don't think I would be in the community to this level. Because most of the time when a celebrity passes away, we might say rest in peace. We might pay our respects. We go about our business. When Michael Jackson passed away, New York stood still. We would go to, at least I did, I would go to 125th Street almost every day just to see all the fans in the crowd. I was just so in awe of the outpouring of love for Michael. And at the same time, I was sad that Michael never got to see this for himself. Where was the outpouring when he was alive? But at the same time, from somebody that used to be teased and criticized for being a Michael Jackson fan in the 2000 era, I just felt so happy to be a fan that can express that love without being called like a lot of stuff. So I kept going to Harlem. I just kept bumping into people. So even though you don't know anybody in the beginning, as you're doing more events, as you're doing more things, you start seeing people and you're like, oh, I saw you here, I saw you there, blah, blah, blah. And Melanie was one of those people that I just kept seeing. I think she might even be like in footage from the first gathering we did for the Apollo. I would have to go to the footage, like trace the first time I saw her, but she was around me and I didn't even realize it. So yeah, Melanie has been heavy on my mind uh, because now that she's gone, and I guess they're still looking for leadership and they're still looking for a person or people to step up in that way. Um, because there's so much outpouring of for Michael, it's like, you know, I did do my first event. We'll talk about that in a second, but there's still a lot of work to be done. We still, like, like I said, there were multiple leaders and there was multiple I mean, I remember MJ Fangirl used to work with Shonda and Val and Beverly. Like, I know I'm forgetting important people. Scott, I apologize. It was a big ecosystem. Then you got people like Michelle behind the scenes, Randy. Like, there's an ecosystem, you know, and so I'm hoping that in time, like, that void will be filled, especially with all the outpouring and love for Michael right now. Before the movie release, I expect the estate to release a new concert like Wembley or Bucharest, but we didn't get any. You know what concert I would love to see? The Victory Tour, fully restored, since it was featured in the biopic without giving things away. That it would be nice to have see it fully restored, especially like with one of the trends. With people doing the thing Randy, and then like did it, like new fans are digging for all things Jackson family. I'm not even gonna say Michael Jackson, and they are just in awe of the whole origin story of this little family. I mean, I've this big family from this little house in Gary, Indiana, to superstardom, and so kudos to the Jacksons for finally getting their flowers. I know, like, now the Jackson concerts have a completely different energy. I know Tori spoke about that energy last week in her hometown, and I mean that's awesome. Where is it? Oh, here we go. So, if you want to like put in facts about Netflix fall, put those kind of things up. Um, I officially canceled my Netflix on the day that the biopic released, June 3rd. It's funny, I was like hesitating, and then literally for like the second time, FYP, and then they actually, like, I think had like a notification on my freaking phone. Oh, the verdict, Michael Jackson. Oh, you got this is what we doing? No problem. If y'all look at my email, now this part I had to create with AI, but my email says pissed off moonwalker at notonmywatch.com. And then I was a member since Netflix had the DVD disc in the mail. Like, I really did not want to let that go. I was like, I really value that streaming system. And I'm not saying I'm never going to have Netflix again, but Netflix, if you're smart, again, we don't know who's zooming who. We don't. At the end of the game, at the end of the day, this is all a game. Take that freaking fake nonsense down. Take it off. Netflix is notorious for taking things down or things expiring. Put an expiration date on this. I know you're not going to say sorry, so we're not expecting an apology, but just take the crap down. You got your little fake money, and just be done with it, so we all could be happy again. I agree. Michael's concerts need to be released in movie theaters. Hell yeah. I want to see. Wait, I want to see last concert of the Bad Tour, Los Angeles, 1989, or the Dangerous Tour, Tokyo. Wow, you know like that. I only know like 2-3 concerts. Awkward. Um. So it's protest time, June 3rd. Peaceful protest. Like it wasn't nothing crazy. The way we protest is we went to go see the biopic instead of watching the Netflix fake nonsense. I did the slogan. We chose the well, actually, the real slogan is we chose the MJ biopic. And what I did is I created these small, let me see, these small pictures to give out to anybody just in case they wanted to frame it or just have a keepsake. Um, Here we go. And then on the other side, you were given a prize. If I could do the packages again, I should have put. So I gave out like sunflowers. I should have put them inside because now I have a lot of these left. So next meetup, guys, yeah, keychains and sunflower stickers. Um, I think I gave away over 70 Michael Jackson items. It was stuff from my personal collection. Like if I brought a Michael Jackson patch, I tend to buy in bulk. So I brought like 5 or 6 of them. So I gave some of them away. MJ buttons, patches. Some people got candy, belt buckles. Even though I only think one person won a belt buckle because I came home with 2 belt buckles. One of them I didn't want to keep. One of them I was like, I don't know why I was trying to give this away. But I'm trying to share my. I have a huge collection. And if there were duplicates, like when I go through my mom's stuff, I'm probably going to give away my stuff. So let's say if my mom has This Is It, I'll keep my mom's, but then I'll give away mine. So I don't know when I'm ever going to do a meetup again. We are thinking about doing something for June 25th. I just got to see when I can get out of work, if the Michael Jackson biopic will still be in theaters. There's a couple of factors here, but usually I go to the Apollo June 25th anyway. And most of the time, it's no more than like 5 to 8 people. It's just something that I do if I'm not in California. I'm in New York at the Apollo. So I blew up. We chose, so this is what the poster looks like. So, of course, this version's mine, but I had this on an easel. I might keep some of the extra small ones, and then when we go, I'll have meetups or gatherings. If anybody wants like an extra copy, I think I have like 10, 15 extra copies left. So let me know if you're interested, or maybe I could just mail it to your house or your PO box, whatever you have. Um, Dangerous Tour Tokyo is probably the peak. MJ, his energy, vocals, dancing, and the Japan atmosphere. Even his hairstyle was rocking. Oh, well, okay, absolutely peak. Hey, I saw the movie for the 6th time. Hey, Carol. It was crowded. That's awesome. A grandmother took her grandkids. There was a lot of teenagers. There was over 30 people. That's what's up. And I'm so happy for the Moonwalkers that had an opportunity to support on June 3rd. If you couldn't understand, like adulting is tough. Some of you guys had to work. Some of you guys didn't have money. Some of you guys were in the hospital. It's like, don't worry about it. June 25th, like June 25th, like to celebrate MJ's life and play his music and just remember the human being. That's what's up, Jay. That is what's up. So sorry about the picture. So someone took like 7 pictures of us, but in every picture, someone's eye was closed. So then I try to have AI fix it. Let's just say it didn't work. So we did a little in the basket. There was a picture of Melanie in there. That was my mentor and friend who unfortunately passed away about 2 years ago. And I remember she was so excited about the MJ biopic, and that's all she could talk about. I I wish she could have been here. She's somebody I miss dearly. Um, She was like a big sister, second mom figure to me. So, and I just wanted to do something in her honor. Hey, Carols, thank you. Woo, 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 woo. I watched almost every MJ concert that has leaked on the internet. No exaggeration. I remember Joey or Moonwalk, right? Joey. Oh my gosh, why am I forgetting Moonwalking Kingdom? He's huge on concerts as well. He knows them like probably like you do. Oh, I like this live. Thanks, Georgie. Um, that's some of the crew that was there. It was a good turnout. I think it was 94 seats and minimum 70 seats were sold. And that's why I brought so many gifts. I wanted to make sure everybody got it. I was literally checking and make sure everyone got a gift. I think I brought 100 gifts though. Like, so the gifts was a little sticker thing, but like I said, if I could do it again, I should have had it together because some people didn't realize that they could have two pieces. Um, we danced in the theater. I don't have pictures of that because I was dancing with everybody. And then I was trying to capture footage. Like, so this is the first time I've ever hosted anything. And I just realized the challenge is who's capturing stuff if I'm hosting it. So one girl, I wish I knew her name. She did take the my camera from me so I could be in some of the footage. And I know Cheryl did a live for the Michael Jackson fans of New York, and I captured that. But that's pretty much all I have with me in it. And then of course I was trying to capture everybody and talk to people, and it was a lot of juggling, but it wasn't overwhelming at all. It was just I realized the main issue is capturing footage if you're hosting an event. But hopefully that won't be the last, and I'll keep you guys posted for any New York events. It won't be a lot. Like I said, we're still trying to figure out who's going to step up in those shoes, even though I'll put it up in a couple of days. One of the people that's running the MJ fans in New York, she's like, oh yeah, just picking up the torch. And I'm like, not with my crazy life. The live stream is so much fun to watch. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate you. Joey react to some of the concerts. Yeah, heck yeah. Um, and it sucks when we had a meetup for the Michael Jackson biopic immersive experience. I missed Joey probably by a half an hour. I was like, so when I saw his vlog, I said, oh my God, I've never met Joey. I know Joey from the MJ Fangirl Lives they did during the pandemic. And of course, Joey has been on my channel, and I think I've been on his channel. But I would like to meet him. He's got a good energy. I was singing and dancing. So I'm not sure if anybody is trying to do any of these challenges. But like I said, whether you see the movie once or you see it 21 times, you know, every ticket makes us one step closer to the 1 billion mark. But if you do want some fun hashtags, MJ Biopic Challenge is up 7 times, seen it in theaters. MJ Biopic Double Up Challenge is inspired by Prince Jackson. That's 14 times in the theater, which I just completed. I'm so happy for. And MJ 777 Biopic Challenge is seeing it 21 times in the theater. I am tempted to do the big one. Just looking at my schedule. Again, the movie theater schedule sucks, but I have to get back to my vegan channel and my decluttering channel, and that's where it gets a little challenging. But yeah, I don't know. At least I saw it 14 times in the theater, maybe 15 tomorrow. And so there's a couple events I want to point out before I go. Blah, blah, blah. Michael Jackson Vindication Day is on June 13th. Usually we would focus on watching something like Square One or what you can do, or just watching something vindicating Michael. But I figure, you know, we already got enough unnecessary eyes on the whole trial, whatever. I think I'm gonna just change the energy. I mean, beside watching the basketball playoffs, it's just maybe go see the MJ biopic again. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, thank you. Well, that's good to know. I hope she's doing okay now. Oh man. Yeah, I saw some of her stuff on social media. I will definitely put her on my prayer list, man. Right, that's good. That's good that you had a fun event. Like I heard Tori's theater was, I think, sold out. Like people really showed up on June 3rd. And I want you to realize, like, just because we're small in numbers, we still collectively are powerful. So just don't think like, oh, there was only 5 people in my theater or 30 or whatever. Collectively, think about all the moonwalkers who went on June 3rd worldwide. I'm sure it made an impact. I really, really, really do. Oh, thanks, Baba. You did you did a great live tonight. Thank you. Hey girl, how you doing? Uh, for some reason, like, this is sticking, so I'm having trouble changing to your comments. History gets so much hate. I've never seen the Michael Jackson History concert yet. Piece of it, but no. But I bet people's mind would change if they watched History tour. Uh 1997 concert. I think History. I think you're talking in terms of the music. That, if you talk about the CD/album, if it got hate, it's because Michael was being more militant. No one's used to angry Michael. Um. Oh well. Like, Michael seems like the kind of person to get along with anybody from any race. But unfortunately, like, with the allegations, the smear campaigns, the lies, like, he realized that his skin color was being weaponized. So even though he got along with everybody, he realized, like, he's still being seen in a very negative light because of his skin. And so he got a lot more militant, a lot more angry, and a lot of people did not like that side of him. Oh well. Like, America do better. People do better. Every time I see a movie, I see Thriller, reminds me on how we had a good time at Havenhurst. That's right. Woohoo. People only watch 97 to say History Tour sucks. There I need to like catch up on the concerts. Doing better. How are you, love? Same, doing better. Had some personal issues, still do, but well enough to be back here doing much better. Whenever it rains, listen to Stranger in Moscow. Yes. Actually, it's raining now. I'll play when I get off this live. The movie makes me laugh when Bubbles gets there at the brother welcome. Yes, welcome to the family. Tell me you watched the MJ biopic without saying welcome to the family. Hey, what's up, lovely? So I'm not sure if you guys are going to do something for. I know on Vindication Day though, I might wear my MJ Innocent bag though, um, just because. So this is an event happening also on Vindication Day too in Las Vegas, um, and I believe Brooklyn, Brooklyn Bowl. I might be wrong. Double check, y'all. Someone sent that to me today, and I just saw it like a few minutes before the live. But there's the Instagram information if you want to know what's going on for Michael. It's a great way to kick off MJ season. If you guys do not know what MJ season is, There are three main times you'll see fans come out of nowhere. Um, Vindication Day, sometimes there'll be like protests and walks, with the MJ Innocent type thing. That's on the 13th. Then the week before June 25th, a lot of fans go all the way to California. They go to Neverland. They go to the MJ Star, Forest Lawn. Now, the peak of California activities is like June 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th. But some fans are there for a whole week. And so I only did MJ Week one time in California. It's not cheap. But when I went, we had a Michael Jackson Disney Day. We all gathered at Disneyland, and we all had MJ gear, and it was just so freaking cool. And it's still a thing. Is it dying? A little bit, but I think if we can get the word out that these things exist for people who may not be aware, then you might be inclined to fly down to California. As for New York, we used to gather at the Apollo Theater June 25th, but Apollo has made it very hard for us to really have successful gatherings. And right now, Michael Jackson's star or name plaque is covered. I'm still going to be there June 25th, even though everything's covered. I literally live like 20 minutes away from Harlem. It's not a big deal for me to come. But if you're coming from Brooklyn or places that are much further, like I said, if we're doing the gathering, let me just see if the biopic's changing. Is airing so we can have an effective gathering, but that's to be determined. Let's see. Send the rain to Who's a better dancer, 80s Michael or 90s Michael? Ooh. That's tough. What I loved about, well, actually, both Michaels gave us new and fresh moves. So remember the time, we get like some new moves or new iconic moves, I'm sorry. And we also get what's that performance from MTV? You've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal. Anyway, that performance is very iconic in the MJ community. And of course, the Motown's 25, we had the iconic Moonwalker, the iconic Thriller dance. Those kind of things are coming from the 80s. So it's hard for me to say I only would say the 80s only because Michael's energy is still raw. He's still, I'm not saying he's jaded in the 90s, but you see things changing. You see things changing. I'm going to say 80s to answer your question. I can totally relate. People think because you're joyful that you haven't been through enough hurt, and you don't, or you can't cause pain either. I agree. I think the number one misconception that I have, like, people will think I'm fine, and I always say I'm okay. I try my best not to like lie. I'm like, I'm not good, I'm not bad, I'm okay. But trust me, there are things that I could never say, and there are things that I'm dealing with. But I like someone said, it looks like I'm fighting for my happiness all the time. Because when you're going through, let's say, grief or depression or like struggle, a lot of us are struggling. This economy is so unfair and so unstable. You can really hurt yourself. We had a horrible tragedy last year. I won't get into details to avoid having beef with somebody. But when I said terrible tragedy, and when certain things happen, you're wondering, like, what could have been done different to prevent it. And so what I've learned from last year was a lot of us are suffering in silence and we just don't know it. So a lot of us will choose to push through that pain to avoid unfavorable outcomes, right? Because everyone's going through something, whether you know it or not. So I'm choosing to fight for my happiness. Like sometimes, especially in the last couple of times I went to the movies, I can go to the movies. You guys do not see me crying on the way to the movies because I'm pushing through stuff still. I just don't want to be in the house like depressed over things I can't change. So I notice my happy place is a movie theater. My other happy place is some good merch. But since my house feels like a hoarder hell and I really could use the money to pay off the bills, we can't really be buying stuff. The movie theater, now that I don't have Netflix, my AMC membership is only $8 more from the Netflix money. So, I chose to go to the movie theater to deal with stuff or at least escape for stuff for a couple of hours. Um, and I'm very selective who's around me right now because my energy is so unhinged. Um, if y'all think I trauma dump on a live, you should see me in person. It gets way worse. Um, so I only let very selective people around me because I have to also feel safe on what I'm saying without you being overwhelmed. Like, I think if we would listen to people more who say that I'm not okay and take it serious, if someone has the courage to say I'm not okay, please listen. That's a warning shot, bro. That is a warning shot. And a lot of us don't listen, and it's just like there's not enough empathy in the world. There's not enough people who care. So, I have been in seclusion for a reason. It's just like, you know what? I've always been an introvert. I've always been an outcast. Never got, never had a lot of friends when I was little, but I had like the best one or two friends. Like you don't need a lot of friends when if you got one or two really good friends. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been comfortable being by myself. Still am. And take this one day at a time, heal one day at a time. And yeah, I'm glad though that you are pushing through the pain, that you're choosing to be joyful instead of being upset. Like that's a choice. That is a choice, man. People don't get that. I have listened to Stranger in Moscow the other night. That is like I feel like that is a hidden gem. That song is awesome. Oh, oh, thank you. Hopefully I'm back for good. My family needed me and I had to be there. Oh, I didn't know he was on, but I think my whole day was just making content. It was a very long day. I was listening to the other night. I'm sorry. I enjoy the movie more and more. So do I. Oh, the economy's the worst. The kind of money I used to have in the bank versus now is so alarming. Like I barely have a dime right now. I used to have months of salary in the bank. Make this make sense. Um, Very troubling times. I go with 90s Michael. His dancing got sharper and more technical in the 90s. Also more energy didn't necessarily mean better dancing. There's a difference. Oh, okay. Great observation. But I feel like I would have to study the concerts. Like I haven't even seen History Tour yet. So it's just like I only saw the Bucharest one from the 90s and of course the live performances and the short films, but concerts, I need to at least see History. I want to. Oops, what's wrong with my computer? I want to make others' lives better, and you do. Every time you see Carol, good energy, good spirit, just good everything. Well, I did have one or two good friends, so I can name them too. Kathy, Leslie, I'm missing one. And then like I had a couple of people I was cool with, Regina, this, that, and the third. But your circle is small if you can name them. I can name them. Like, um, I was always seen as a weird person. Always. And so of course when you're little that bothers you. But I'm lucky I had a weird brother and a mother who knew how to nurture the energy of both of us so well. And actually, like, she would do a lot of arts and crafts with us, and she would always turn the energy around. She made our house so safe. And even if we had a bad interaction at school or like outside, I think outside I had the most problems. Like, no one rocked with me. I was just so weird to everybody. Um, a lot of people said, especially because I had like more of a Valley Girl voice, they were like, "Oh, you're too white. You don't act black enough." Just really dumb reasons not to like a kid. Then when I got fat, because I started getting fat around 10, it went from bad to worse. But then I was always like a confident fat person, so then that used to piss people off. Like, "Oh, why are you confident in your fat?" And I'm like, "Fat doesn't mean ugly; it just means you're fat." So people would get mad that I wasn't like people would tease me and I wouldn't get mad. And then that would make them mad. So I was just like, "Yo, get a life, bro." Like, it was weird. It was weird that you were mad that I wasn't mad. Like, whatever. So it's an honor to be cool with you. Thank you. It's an honor to be cool with you too, Jay. I dig that where you're coming from. Isolation be comforting and refreshing most times. It is, especially if you don't have people, like my case, my mother, to neutralize the energy or to have more empathy. Most people are not capable of having the type of empathy to make you feel safe. And sometimes you could hear judgment or annoyance in their energy. I will say there's like a handful of people, I'm grateful that when I say something heavy, it is met with empathy and stuff. But then sometimes I feel like I'm being a burden, so I choose isolation anyway. Um, Especially in my case, because like I said, a lot's going on, tragedies, not like insanity. And I just feel like, you know what? Talk to God. Like, this is who you need to go to. Ain't nobody can save you but God. Happy to see you too, Carol Carol. Really see your messages. Damn, you remind me a lot of myself. Highly introverted, but hella wild with close friends. Yes. And it's very selective who sees the other side of me. So sometimes some of my coworkers might think I'm super mean or super quiet, but others will see a whole different side of me. And I usually get along with other introverts and other nerds and people that I know that if I say something, you're not going to think I'm freaking weird. Like, you're going to understand why I got Baby Yoda ears, and I'm so happy to have them on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing like there was nothing traumatizing. Well, I can't say nothing traumatizing about my childhood. That would be a lie. But my childhood, for the most part, was really, really cool. It's just, I think I just miss being a kid. I miss the safety of being a child. Adulthood sucks. I say it all the time. It's overrated, bro. Like, it's so overrated. Yeah, things are very overpriced. I went to go get bread. I think it was bread, mushrooms, and something else today. So then the lady, I think it was coconut water. So then the lady was like, I think she said it was like $18. $18 for these three items. So I told her, "Oh, put the bread back." The bread alone was $7 because I get breads that are like they have very low ingredients, like no yeast, whatever, whatever. And I was like, "Girl, you need to lose weight anyway. Put the bread back." Like, I was like, "No way." My happy place is going to the bookstore. Oh, that's awesome. Starbucks or listening to music and watching movies. That's awesome, Kelly. One of my sisters, Honey, she loves to read. Loves to read. Starbucks used to be my hiding grounds. But New York took a lot of the seating area away, so they're starting to do renovations in the city. Let's say there was 20 seats. Now the Starbucks might have half of that. And I'm like, wait a minute. So, you know where I used to go a lot, and maybe I'll go there later on this week. Bryant Park. Bryant Park used to be my place. And then, like, now I'm hardly ever there. Well, you know why I stopped going? Because everyone's there now. But that used to be my place. I enjoy the MJ music at the theater. That was super smart that they made his music the credits. That was super smart. As I'm leaving the theater, I'm running into somebody I knew from my job. She was going to see the Michael MJ movie. That's so cool. Oh wait, I forgot to finish the announcements. Um, Not sure if you guys are going to Vegas. I'm keeping it real with you. I might go to Vegas. I won't know. I have to. I have to pray on something. But if some money comes through, I'm going to go to Vegas. Um, There's also King of Popcorn going on around Michael Jackson's birthday and on Michael Jackson's birthday, but the tickets sold out. But if you become a Donors 777 Club from Hill, Los Angeles, I believe it's like $950. You do get included in the third tier, I believe, a King of Popcorn ticket. Just in case you're like, oh, it's sold out. There's a loophole. Use it. So let's say you don't go to Vegas, but you want to go to the King of Popcorn events. You can do that. I think Gary might have something for Michael Jackson's birthday. As of now, New York has no official announcements. We'll see. And as I'm finding events, I'll just start sharing them. But for now, the Michael Jackson estate has confirmed that there will be a MJ1 celebration. We don't know if Jackson's will be there or not, especially with Prince or Hill Los Angeles having an event that day. We don't know if Prince is going to be at the house in Havenhurst or if he's going to be in Vegas. So last year they had an event in Gary, Indiana, and most of the Jacksons were in Gary, but Prince was in Vegas. So Prince is always going to be the wild card. You just don't know where he's going to be or not be. So if you want to do something because you want to see Prince Jackson, don't go for that reason. Even though a lot of us go for that reason, we just don't know where Prince is going to be. No clue. So that's the main reason why I want to go. I want to see Prince. I'm sorry. You are a people person. When Carol be at Havenhurst, she be talking to anyone. She's so sweet. So, well, I'm going to know you 3 years. That's right. So I think the first time we met was at the first King of Popcorn, right, Carol? And I think the first one was in December. We lucked out. It wasn't cold until like you were watching the movie. So it's funny, they had warmers and everything. I remember I had a sweatshirt on, if I'm not mistaken. And I think they provided us with blankets, but it just got cold. Like you're sitting down for at least an hour and a half, 2 hours. So then Prince comes back out. He goes, wow, I don't know how you guys could do it. It's cold out here. And I'm like, what? Black Panther dance is the best example of how sharp and technical sound the dancing becomes. He's also extending all the dance moves of the 90s that he did in the 80s and also added more robotic moves. That's awesome. Oh, thank you. So are you. I follow you on TikTok. I love your stuff. Thank you. Every prayer is needed. Like I said, devil's attacking. The devil's attacking. My other happy place is go to Costco. That's cool. And sit down outside and enjoy the hot dogs and the drinks. Yes. That is a good happy place. Oh, that's cool. That's right. So if you guys are not aware, now let's say you don't have $900 to be a 777 donor club. There is an option just to have, like, I think it's $100 or close to $100. And it allows you to just know all the things going on with Hill Los Angeles before it becomes a public announcement, so when to have your money together. Sometimes I heard actually some of my friends are part of it. You know, they'll ask for feedback, stuff like that. So, um, it's something you might want to consider doing. And honestly, I'm going to take the next time I get like a brand deal or a chunk of money, I'm going to do the same. Hill Los Angeles is doing something for the kids of Los Angeles. They do want to expand to other schools. I know there has been some criticisms about, oh, we want more diversity, this, that, and the third. That will be possible if they can have consistent money. And that's where the Donors Club comes in. So it's just like, if you just wanted to join just to support, imagine there's a million fans worldwide. If everyone signed up to get at least to the entry level, that means they can expand to not only LA but to other parts. Right now it's a small program, but imagine what it could become if we could look at the bigger picture as a collective moonwalker community. you know Gary has 2 days from Michael. That's so cool. Are you going to go to that one? I know you're not too far from that area, or at least you have access to it. One of these days, I will go to Vegas. I haven't been there since 1999. Oh, Carol, you will love it. I can't afford to go all the time, but I think I've gone at least twice within the last 5 years. And I saw Prince and Molly there both times. It's just always a good time. The fan level is phenomenal. It's just such a time. I met Bill, Michael's other bodyguard, who's still alive, who wrote "Remember the Time," the book. It's just, I love it. So I wish I could afford to say, Carol, come, 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 come. um, I thought the Prince cameo in the movie was pretty cool. So did I. If someone didn't tell me that was Prince, I would have never noticed that. So now that I've seen this movie 14 times, now I'm starting to look in the background. There's one thing I cannot wait to spoof. Like, my goal is to make as much content as possible of the Michael Jackson biopic movie. Because I've never seen a movie that many times in the last, I'm going to say, 26 years of my life. Like 14 times. And I'm still going to try to see it 7 more times in the theater. Some people think I'm crazy. As a matter of fact, one of my posts got me trolled the whole day. Ask me if I care. Wait till they see post number 15. December 15, 2023. Yes, they were providing blankets. They should have provided with us like with coats. It was kind of chilly. I got my new Hill Los Angeles t-shirt yesterday. Oh, that's cool. It's light blue. So Rocky was part of the Donors Club last year, and she gave me all the t-shirts. Thanks, Rocky. It's $1.50 hot dog and drink. I wonder if they have vegan versions. I miss having hot dogs, and the only time I have hot dogs is when we're at Havenhurst because they have the Pinky stand there. And sometimes I'll buy hot dogs in the supermarket. But I recently bought some vegan hot dogs. They taste like trash, bro. I was like, what is this? So, the only vegan hot dog that I love is the Impossible sausages, but it's not a hot dog, it's a sausage. But I make it as a hot dog. It's good as hell. John is always warm and friendly to me. He always remembers me. That is so cool. He's very, very warm and friendly. Good extension to Prince. MJ is sitting at number 4 on the Spotify monthly listeners with, wow, 113 million, and he's only a few streams away from reaching number 3. Oh, that's a good time to plug in the Michael Jackson station head. Let's say you're like, yeah, I ain't got time to stream. Go to your Moonwalkers station head, DJ Jenny, DJ Ray. There's a couple of other DJs on there. I'm actually thinking about even changing my account to a Michael Jackson moonwalking syndicating station to get those streams in from Michael Jackson in bulk. Oh, you gotta see it. It's so freaking cool. It's subtle, but it's cool. It's towards the last 10 minutes of the movie. I noticed Prince in the second watch. No, I didn't. I suck. The last time I saw a movie that much was Sister Act. Saw it 10 times, right? For some reason, I think Clueless would have been the only movie that could have contended with this, but the biopic knocked it right out the water. I was born and raised in Gary, but currently live in Charlotte. Due to time, I don't think I'm going. I get that. The Prince cameo was very surprising, but really cool. Did you guys see his fiance Molly in there? And also Jafar's fiance is in there. Why am I getting a brain fart on Jafar's fiance? Oh my god. Maggie. So Maggie and Molly are in the cameo together. So like they're together literally in the Michael Jackson biopic for those who want another Easter egg. I don't think Costco has vegan. Nobody likes us vegans. Most of us, they probably think we're all activists, even though veganism is really activism, not a diet, but I digress. I'm vegan for health reasons. And of course, it is important to be cruelty free. But the point is, like, they think we're doing the most. Some of us legitimately cannot eat that stuff. But whatever. Oh, clearing up again. Did the movie make what movie? Yeah, Prince is towards the end of the movie. Yeah, Maggie. All of them have good hearts. Yes, they do. But I'm telling you all now though, they all have different temperaments. So, always when you meet somebody, have no expectations. Be as calm as possible. Don't say inappropriate things. Sometimes the fans say some really crazy stuff. Like really crazy. I want to say an example, but I'm not because just in case this person's in this chat. But I remember somebody said something super inappropriate. I'll say where I heard the comment at a Vegas meetup. To a Jackson, by the way. And I'm like, did you try to think about what you were going to say before you said it? And I'll leave that there. I'll just say the location. It was so unbelievable. And so, because they have good hearts, that person they didn't get cursed out, but they should have. It's like, what? I was so mad when I found out Prince was in a movie after my first watch. So I went to see it again as soon as I found out. Tiffany cannot have potatoes if she didn't got wow. Oh wow, that's crazy. If you guys now I will plug my collaboration because again I'm not getting paid. Even though I was offer affiliates. The reason why I chose not to do an affiliate, so I mean full transparency, I do get some of the product for free. I chose not to do an affiliate because I really want you guys to be open to taking your health to the next level. If I'm getting paid or affiliates, and you'll be like, oh, she's only saying it because you're getting money. So I chose not to take any money, right? And I really believe in this company. And I'll talk more about them maybe at another time. But if you guys just go on any of my socials, it'll connect to Green is the New Lean, and then you'll see me with Kelly Kilo Foster. What I've experienced this year was so traumatizing without getting into details. I have seen people in their mid 60s, 70s, even late 50s in retirement homes. No, not retirement, rehab homes, because their health went so out of whack. And now they can't walk, or now they can't this, or now they can't that. A lot of things that are going on with us has to do with inflammation, which is caused by consuming things that we don't know that's harmful to us. I lucked up. I took out 80% of my food sensitivity stuff before I even knew I had sensitivities to it, because I did recognize, oh, when I eat this, I pass out, or if I eat this, that, and the third. But some things you still can't figure out, and that's where a sensitivity test comes in. Um, if nothing else, follow me on the Greed is the New Lean channel. See how my journey is. My goal is to get rid of my stomach. My stomach is so big compared to the rest of my body. That is a huge indication that something's wrong. It could be parasites, it could be inflammation. Of course, it's fat too. But because I'm losing weight and that stomach is not moving, it's got me super alarmed. So this is where Kelly came in. She partnered up with me. She said, I think I know what's wrong with you. But when I tried the rapid reset back in January, that's when everything was falling apart with my family. We had up to 3 people in the hospital at the same time this year. 2 almost died. 1 did die. And then 1 right now still away, still having some issues. So the point, and by the way, everyone that was in the hospital, with the exception of 1 person, is young. Like, 1 just turned 50. So what I'm asking is, take your health serious. Be so intentional about what you eat. I'm not saying you can't have your Costco hot dogs. Or in my case, I love me a good vegan burger. What I'm saying though, just be open to healing your body. And then, maybe once in a while, maybe once a week, twice a week most, go get yourself whatever you want. And where the people around me are like averaging 20, 30 years old. A lot of them are way sicker than my generation. I think there's something systematically going wrong, which means we have to be intentional about what we eat, what we do. When I said I have been traumatized this year, like, I've seen people suffer. I've seen people in these homes that shouldn't be in the homes. It's just like, like, I know one guy, I remember he said he had a heart attack because and he can't walk because, he was super big. And he got stuck in this home at such a young age. And I'll be honest, I won't say his name. I thought he was super cute, like super cute. Like, I said, dang, you are too cute not to be married and, be in love and, like, cute big guy. But, if you can't take care of yourself, like, that's a problem. And so, without judgment, I say that this could happen to anyone listening to this live. Take your health serious. Like, be so, if the doctor says you're pre-diabetic, take it serious. My doctor told me like 15 years ago, hey, your cholesterol is too high. Take it serious. Like, I know people who did not take those things serious. They are all dead, and they all died under 50. So please, like, I know the live wasn't supposed to go there, but this is heavy on my heart because I'm seeing so many people die so young. Like, it's not cool. It's not, and it's a lot of this is preventable. Like, if you could walk someplace instead of going on a bus, walk. Like, you don't have time for the gym, not a problem. Just walk to the place. If you could drink seltzer water instead of soda, just little swap outs can make a huge impact of your life. And like I said, once in a while, yeah, sure, eat something but yeah, I just had to get that out because I was just like, Lord, be intentional about every aspect of your life, and don't worry about losing weight quickly. Just make sure it gets off right. Don't try to go for shortcuts. learn to deal with your demons and how to heal the inner child so that you could thrive as an adult and live your best aging life ever. Because I mean, when you wake up tomorrow, you're going to be one day older. And then when you wake up 6 months from now, you're going to be 6 months older. And you have to take care of your body. It does age, it needs to be taken care of. There's something very symbolic of Prince Jackson Jr. being at the end of the movie because that's when his father took control of his life. Yes, yes. But here's something about Michael Jackson taking. Have you noticed though? Every time Michael tried to get control of his life, somebody tried to take his control from him. For example, the media. For example, I'm just gonna be quiet. But yeah, it's hard to have real control of your life when you're that financially lucrative to so many people. Like people's yachts and private planes depend on your blood, sweat, and tears. And that was Michael is his own ecosystem. Michael Jackson is his own ecosystem. Michael brings so much money to so many people in so many different ways. And sometimes, it can attract the wrong people. I mean, every time a fandom has some crazy BS fans compared to others, the MJ fandom is way better. I will agree with that. I will. I absolutely will. Yes. All fandoms come with drama, but I will take us any day. That's so true that we all have different personalities with kind hearts, but don't think they won't get you they won't get you told they won't. I can't get this out. Forgive me, girl. I mean, every fandom has some crazy yeah. I found out that he was in the movie on X before I saw it on the premiere day. It was during the advanced screening when I saw it there. I only noticed on the second screening. That's actually really cool. You better than me, Serene. I'm telling you, I did not see it until somebody goes, "There's Prince." He, we were more overweight. I think it's our food back in the day when I was a kid. There wasn't that many overweight people. Yes, actually, when I was same thing, same. So unfortunately, I was a chubby kid, but compared to the kids now, I did great. Because you could just tell the food is really causing like some kind of obesity, and a lot of parents give their kids fast foods now. And Carol's right. It was very rare you would see overweight people. I'm an 80s kid, so I'm a 70s baby, but I'm an 80s kid. But I saw like opens of my mom and stuff like in my family, like everyone. Well, at least my mom's side is very small, compared to like yeah. But now everybody big. You watch the old shows like the Jeffersons, All in the Family. People were skinny. Yeah, the food's different. I'm actually fascinated seeing skinny people in 2026. That's how like bad the food is. Like every time, like I don't know, like it's hard to stay small unless like you have good genes and can like fight off the fatty foods. Because I'm like, if you eat healthy, no, not even really. You can still eat healthy and be fat. Like so, it's a lot of factors of being skinny. It's a lot. I haven't been skinny in like 15, 20 years. I'm skinnier though. I think I'm like 25, 30 pounds smaller than what I was, but I ain't rushing to get this weight off. I'll get off when I get off. I stay away from the social media on premiere day so that I didn't want any spoilers, even though they already had. So yeah, it was hard, but I did really well avoiding as well. I do Zumba. So many of my friends have health problems. I think Zumba is postponing health issues. Good. Carol, keep going. Don't think every little thing you do in the direction of healing makes a difference. It really does. Like I used to think like little things don't matter, But I have been hospitalized at least twice, and every time the doctors are like, "Oh, like my vegan diet was a good choice," or like statistically I'm not supposed to be alive, but I'm still here, and I thank God for the few changes that I did make. Next week I'll be 67. Bam, 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 bam. My mom was strong at 67. My dad is in nursing home. I'm sorry I'm in the middle. Oh, go visit your dad. Like I was in a lot of nursing homes and hospitals for most of this year. And if you get a chance, just visit your dad, say hi, give him a hug. I know it's hard to see people in those homes, but just say Trisha said hi. Michael brought lots of joy, and I'm sad how people hurt his family. I'm hurt all the time. I think it's so inhumane how they keep gunning for Michael Jackson's legacy, how they keep gunning for his family. Even the Jermaine jokes, I'm not gonna lie, some of them are taken way too far. Um, these are humans at the end of the day. It's not cool to like keep trolling people in that matter. I did a tarot talk last week. That's cool. He's not happy with his weight. I told him it's our food. Yeah. Food's very addictive. And so I'm supposed to be detoxing with the Alkaline Eclectic Company actually today, but the package got delayed. So she was just like, do the best you can, blah 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 blah. It takes a lot, especially if you're like me. I love processed food. Oh my god, I love processed food. I love like processed food is like a drug to someone else. Like some people do drugs and alcohol, I do processed food. And so what I'm doing on my channel, so please if you guys want some healthy junk food, like finding ways to make, let's say, instead of like store bought vegan burgers, homemade vegan burgers made with mushrooms and wild rice and things that are healthier. So it's still a burger. I found breads with less additives in it. I found ways to have milkshakes that are not only healthy but healing. I just did one on for the Mandalorian. I made it with hemp milk and coconut milk. So freaking delicious. And so my goal is to make healthy food healthy but as delicious as possible and healing as well. So like definitely stick around. The channel's going to be when I said I really want to change my life, it doesn't mean bad things won't happen with me with my health, but at least if I like give it my best shot, that's all I can do. Like nothing's guaranteed. You could, like my dad, he lost 100 pounds and he still had a heart attack and died. But what I've learned from that is you always give it your best shot, and God will determine what He has in plan for you, good or bad. But if you make bad decisions, the only outcome's going to be bad. Does that make sense? Like, you know, I rather lose knowing I got my best shot than do nothing at all. Like, if I know I did my best, I did my best. That's the end of it. Like, God's always in control of our life. And, at the end of the day, I guess it does fall on God, but I just feel like just all the things that I've seen in my own personal life, I've known people that consume things and literally have died from them. And I'm just like, oh, we good. Like, we are so good. Again, everyone was young, under 50 years old. That's cray cray. When I was young, I was very skinny. My thyroid was overactive. Thyroids have a lot to do with weight, like a lot. My brother recently found his old Sega Genesis console and found the Michael Jackson Moonwalker game. You better preserve that for life. You're probably sitting on a growing collectible for sure. My dad has, and passed away at 70. Oh, my condolences. Any form of like brain deterioration is so sad to see. I've witnessed that 2 times. It is no joke. The person don't know your name, or if they do know your name, they'll say the same thing over and over. You have to have a lot of compassion when someone's going through something like that. I try to eat, I try my best to eat healthy. I cook all kinds of greens. I eat cantaloupe every morning and I do a walk every now and then. That's awesome. Most of the stuff sold to us is actually not food. Who are you telling? It's chemicals packed as food. Our bodies put on the weight and protect us from the toxins we. Yes. Did you hear that drama where this strawberry company, I forget their name, sells quote unquote organic strawberries and stuff, and that stuff literally causes cancer. And I used to always go to Whole Foods to pick these overpriced freaking strawberries up just to find out they are actually probably worse than the strawberries that are quote unquote not organic. So I'm going to, even though I can't afford this at the moment, my goal is to start going to the Union Square Farmers Market and hope there's less drama there. But most of our food chain has so many things in it that our body doesn't recognize. And so that causes the mutations of the genes, hard time to get weight on. A lot of people are getting the C word. It is not your fault. And a lot of the food is designed to make you want it more. Like today, I kept craving potato chips, but I have this bad habit of eating like a big bag at once. So I'm like, I'd rather just not eat it. Um, the frying of the potatoes with the seed oils is considered a carcinogen, which can cause cancer. So I'm trying to like stop eating stuff like that. But I love me some potato chips. My late mom, three brothers and three sisters, her sisters and her two brothers lived to be into their 90s. My cousins aren't living as long as my aunts and uncles. Unfortunately, that's the new normal. That's why I was just like, I know this is a Michael Jackson channel, but I want to see us moonwalk for as long as we can. And I want us to take our health serious. And I don't care if you lose 2 pounds a month. It's as long as it's going in the direction of healing, that's all that matters. Because like it takes a lot to heal a body. Like the lady I'm working with, she said it could take up to 7 years to properly heal your body. So that I'm hoping it's not gonna take 7 years, but if it takes 7 years, we're adults, time goes fast. I buy small bags of chips instead of big ones. I do that sometimes. Oh wait, let me finish these announcements real quick. I don't know if Renee's sip Michael Jackson sip and paint is still available, but there's 4 seats left. It's an Eventbrite. If you need more details, let me know. But Renee and her husband's doing their thing, bro. They are doing their thing for the MJ community. We see you and we love y'all. So MJ season may be coming, but the Knicks are in the finals. What will you guys be doing for the kickoff of Michael Jackson season on Saturday? Will you be watching the Knicks and the Spurs? Will you be watching the MJ biopic in the theaters? Or will you be watching the MJ biopic at home? Will you be watching Square One? That's also Michael Jackson Vindication Day. I know for me, all my plans were pending. Like initially, I was going to do a live with you guys. I was going to do like a fun Michael Jackson stream, and I said the Knicks are playing. Awkward. So yeah, you won't see me online. That I'm going to tell you. Not we going to be watching the game. Did y'all see the MJ pick when where his hugged up all over plus size Jennifer Hudson? Girl, he looked like he wanted her bad. LOL. I didn't see that. Loving us. Um, um, I can't explain. It's our normal if that makes any sense. Is it scary? Sometimes, but I'm one of those people. If I see anything crazy, you will not. You know why you guys never see footage of crazy things happen in New York? Because I leave. I leave. Is there's a problem? I'm gone. You're not leaving. I'm leaving you. We're not here to find out what happened. Bye. definitely watching the MJ biopic and watching mine. Right? I was like, sorry, y'all, no live. See you next week. So I don't know when the next live is. It will be based on the finals. I'm not even sure what the subject is. Oh, actually, I do know. Okay, it is. It's yeah. But I am actually going to go to bed. I am hot as hell. I didn't take a shower actually. But oh, thank you. This came from I believe this was fan created at a meetup in New York about 12 years ago. Actually more than that time, but it was a while back. This is a memory of Melanie. It's one of Melanie's events. But just in case you guys need a reminder, MJ's innocent. I don't know why we keep having to say this over and over and over and over again. It's hot in New York, getting hot out here. It is very hot. It's hot and it's sticky. And like I said, I had all the windows closed. So now, like, I'm going to open the rest of the windows and then, yeah. Thanks, Serena. And thank you for tweeting as always. Serena don't play. She'd be like, she be tweeting out. I don't even tweet my own stuff out. And Serena goes, I got you, girl. I got you. Have a good night, Trish. Your lives are always a lot of fun to be part of. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't forget you. Actually, Jay, you probably be better for the other live. It's more like celebration kind of thing. So I'll hit you up for sure. Thank y'all. See you guys soon. And go Knicks. Dang, I didn't do a graphic for Michael. Oh, here we go. Go Knicks. And happy MJ season. See you guys in a couple of days. I just sent you a picture. Okay, thanks, sis. I'm always happy when you come on. Thank you. And honestly, I'm very happy that you guys show up and support. Like, I never really even spoke about the meetup, but it was just like, thank y'all. Like, I can't even so hard to put certain things in words. Just whether it's an online support or in-person support, I appreciate every single bit of it. Because I'm still considered a small content creator and a Gen Xer. So, it's a little harder for us older ones. But I do it because I love it. Like, out of all my channels, this one is a hobby out of love, a hobby. Like, it's just for the legacy of the Jacksons. There's nothing in it for me. So just y'all showing up makes it enough. Go Knicks! Michael loved all the ladies. Yes. Bye. An amazing live stream. Good night, everybody. And I'll see you in a couple of days. Peace. Thank you for watching this live or replay. Make sure you sub to this and Tori's channel from Invincible Jacksons. Like this video and share, and we will see you real soon.